Hey guys, welcome to another Top Drives video, and update 18 is upon us. And it's that time again that we're going to be doing a sneak peek look at the cars that are coming to the game. Now, this is called Learn the Savannah Way, and I can only presume it's Australian cars. Now, at this point, if you have watched the live stream, I haven't, due to being at work, and I've pre-recorded this late the evening before, late last night. And basically you're going to see the cars that were in the live stream again, as Hutch have nicely given us them to react to, a video of that, and they've also given us our own pack opening to do and react to for the cars in this new update. So without further ado, I've not actually seen these yet. This is the first time looking at them, so I'm going to actually react to them. Let's get into it. I'm just going to pause it very quickly just before we go in and let you know that I'm not going to pretend to know anything about Australian cars at all. I am useless with them, so please don't judge. And well, let's go. So this is the one from the live. We've got the Chrysler Drifter van, 110 top speed, 9.6 to 60, 64 handling, RQ13, rear wheel drive. Actually looks like a pretty beat up old van, more than anything. So next we have the Holden Monaro GTS sedan. That's a pretty cool looking picture. RQ16, 120 top speed, 9.3 to 60, 65 handling, rear wheel drive with performance tyres. Next, the Ford Laser SR2. Now this is something I've never seen before. I know there is like an Australian branch of Ford. That looks pretty cool. It looks kind of like Suzuki Swift, old school Suzuki Swift slashed with the Ford Escort. RQ25, 121 top speed, 9.2 and 77. What's next? So it is, now that's the Opel Corsa, the Vauxhall Corsa, but of course the Australian version, so it's the Holden Barina SRI. Yeah, that looks alright actually. Ford Falcon XR8. Now, the only sort of like Ford Falcon I know of is the V8 supercars, the touring cars, whatever they are in Australia. So RQ39, I'm hoping that's going to be the better rare sort of one. Holden HDT Director. Interesting picture, to say the least. 147 top speed, 6.2 0 to 60, 74 handling, RQ41. So this is going to be a low level super rare. Like I said, a very interesting picture with the guy. All right, mate, how's it going? Not sure what to make of that one. So next we have the Holden Monaro CV8 VZ. 160 top speed, 5.7 and 80 handling, rear wheel drive, RQ46. It's a very nice picture. It doesn't look too much unlike the Pontiac GTO. I do like the Holdens, but like I said, I really don't know much about them. Next we have the Holden Calais V International RQ46. 152 top speed, 7.5 and 75 handling. Standard tyres, so this is the first sort of standard tyres ones I've seen. Yeah, not too bad looking, not too bad at all. Let's see what's next. And it's the Holden Astra VXR. So another, obviously UK car, Australian car, but here it's the Astra VXR as well in the UK. Same body, it's basically the same car. Looks very nice. RQ40, 755 top speed, 5.9 and 80. That's going to be a pretty decent front-wheel drive car. What's next? The Ford FPV Pursuit. A pickup truck. Very nice. And I've got to say that I do like the pickup truck style ute and car that they've got over in Australia. I think they're really, really nicely styled. And not as big as like the big American pickup trucks. So that's looking really nice. I'm guessing medium to high ride height on that one. An RQ48, so let's see what comes next. And it is the RQ51 Ford FPV GT Cobra R-Spec. Now this is something I've never seen before in my life. I'm not even going to pretend to know. 5.2, 169 top speed, 81 handling. Not bad for a low level Ultra. It looks really good as well. Next is RQ52 Ford FPV GS. RQ52 lime green. I love that colour. 170 top speed, 5.1 and 81 rear wheel drive, performance tyres. That's a really, really cool looking car. Yeah. Next is the Holden Effigy. Boom, that looks wow nice. It looks like one of them cars that they used to have in Greece. And I'm not on about the country, I'm on about the film. That's pretty cool. RQ59, and it's only a 2005 model. 180 top speed, 4.5 and 78. Guys, I want this just for the looks. That is a cool, one of the best looking cards that's going to be in the game for me. That is awesome. Let's see what's next. It's the RQ60 Holden Ute SSV Redline. Now, one of the cool looking pickup truck. This is going to kind of mix up. I'm hoping it's going to bring some more medium to high ride height ultra rares, make them more useful. We know how good the Maloo is in the game as it is, so it's definitely going to be good to get some more like this in. Let's see what next. Oh, talking about the Maloo, this is the Holden HSV Maloo R8. Another pickup truck, another kind of like greeny coloured one, looking absolutely stunning. These are really going to be game changers when it comes to two-seaters and pickup trucks and stuff like that. So these are going to be quite good. 175 top speed, 5.1 and 82. Looking very good. Next we have the Ford Territory Turbo. And this is the first all-surface tyre car I've seen. RQ61, 130 top speed, 6.8 and 75. Interestingly, I believe this is only actually available in Australia. Now, I know that might sound silly, but you've got the Vauxhall Corsair, you've got the Vauxhall Astra, which we were just up before. Those are the same cars that we have here in the UK, but I feel actually the Explorer is actually only available, that model, in Australia. So let's move on. Let's see what's next. It's an RQ66. It's the Holden Commodore Calais Vitora, 2018 model, 155 top speed, 66. 6.6 to 60 and 77 handling. Four-wheel drive, all surface tyres. Interesting. A very, very nice looking car. But it is a low-level Epic, so let's see if it's any higher. The RQ66 Ford Falcon XR6 Sprint. Now that looks a bit of a beefed-up Mondeo, if I'm being honest. But RQ66, 155 top speed, 4.2, 81 handling. I can't say it looks like an overly impressive Epic. I mean, the picture looks good, but overall, another very low level Epic. Let's carry on. Let's see what else. I think there's 2 more cards. The next one is the Holden HSV Club Sport. That looks very nice again, but it is only an RQ68. 170 top speed, 4.8 to 60, 85 handling. So it's going to have around 95 handling maxed. That could be a good low level one to have. It is a very good looking picture, I've got to say. Let's see what the final card is, and it is the Holden HSV W427. That's a bit of a mouthful. That's a beastly looking car, gotta say. RQ70, 177 top speed, 4.5 and 84. Another sort of lowish level Epic. That's all they are showing here. So currently, as of yet, no legendaries and some kind of low level Epics, but the cards do look fantastic, I've got to say. Let me know your thoughts on them. Are you liking the look of this update or not so far? Yeah, and I think I've said what I need to say about that pack. So I think we might as well move on to the next pack. So just as before, this I have not seen, and Hutch have released different ones to different YouTubers. I don't know how many packs there is, but I do believe we've all got, or some of us might have duplicates. Anyway, let's get into this. First card is the Chrysler by Chrysler. Super inventive name. RQ17, 115 top speed, 11.5 and 62 handling. Standard tyres. Yeah, not a bad looking car. RQ18 Holden Torano GTR XU1. These Australian cars are an absolute mouthful to say. So RQ18, 112 top speed, 8.8 to 60 and 66 handling. Some of these cars are going to be really hard to decide as to what to build them as. Are they going to be drag cars, or are they going to be your standard sort of like 323? Unsure at the minute. So Chrysler by Chrysler 360. Another super inventive name. I tell you what though, this looks fantastic. RQ20, 320 top speed, 8.5 and 62. This is going to be a drag car, I reckon, for standard tyres. That's a fantastic picture. I really, really do like that. Yeah. Let's move on. Next is the Ford Falcon Bathurst Cobra. RQ25, and unfortunately the front of the car's actually been cut off. I don't like this picture. I like the car, but I don't like the picture. So let's see, 125 top speed, 7.6 and 69 handling. I just think they could have chosen a better picture. The Holden Pizarro Turbo. What can I say about this one? RQ28. It's a funky looking car. 130 top speed, 8.4 and 75. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one, and something I've never heard of before, of course. Like I did say at the start of the video, I'm not going to lie, I don't know nothing about Australian cars. They're either really funky named, or they are really funky looking, I can tell you that. Next we have the Holden Cruise SRIV. Now that's a very nice picture, and a very nice sort of emerald green. It just kind of looks like the Australian version of the UK Vauxhall Insignia. 8.6 and 78 is quite it's standard tyres, so it's an RQ37. We'll see how that performs. Holden HDT Commodore SS Group A. Another absolute mouthful to say, and it kind of looks like a kit car Vauxhall Cavalier that's been squashed. I don't know what you guys think, but anyway, RQ38. It's a beastly looking car. 134 top speed, 6.5 to 60, and 75 handling. Yeah, interesting. Looking forward to that one. An RQ39 Holden HSV Club Sports. Okay, what do I say about this one? Rocking the old Saab wheels. 140 top speed, 6.6 and 75. It'll be interesting to see what ride height these few are, and whether or not they're going to bring some medium ride height to the top end of rare. Now let's see if we go into super rare, and we do. It's the Holden Astra RSV, and again another sort of British European car that is Australian. So not really a great deal to say about that one. 6.178 front wheel drive. Yeah, it's just like the Holden HSV GTS V2. Now, initial thoughts, another cracking picture, and another decent looking super rare 79 handling. That's going to be around the 88 handling, I think. And 5.4, well, it's going to be sub 5 seconds once maxed. That's another exciting car, I think. The Ford FPV V6 F6 Typhoon, even. Honestly, they're an absolute mouthful to say. That's another cracking looking picture. And you've got to say, though, that the Holdens and the Fords both kind of just look like each other. I don't know if that's just me looking from the outside being British or what, but yeah, they do kind of look like each other. Let's move on. It's the RQ52 Holden Calibra Turbo 4x4. 152 top speed, 6.3 to 60, 80 handling and 4-wheel drive. How is this going to stack up against the Vauxhall Calibra Turbo that's already in the game? Are they going to be super similar stats or what? Certainly be interesting to see. Holden Commodore SSV Redline. Haven't we already had this in the previous pack, or was it something very similar? I remember something saying Commodore V Redline. Either way, RQ61, 170 top speed, 5.1 and 82. It's a very, very good looking picture, a very nice red. And a decent looking ultra rare, be in the 90s. I wonder if it's medium ride height and it's going to compete with the Maloo. Next we have the Holden HSV Avalanche, and in all honesty that just looks like a jacked up ute. Some big springs, and probably, well, it's all surface tyres. So 6.9, 74 handling, 4-wheel drive, RQ63. That's going to be a decent off-roader, all-surface car. One's probably to look out for. Right, let's see if we're going to get an RQ64 or are we going to go into Epic. And we are Epic. It's the Holden HSV Gen F Grange. RQ65, 168 top speed, 4.9 and 83 rear wheel drive. Honestly, doesn't look much better than the ultra rare, and it's just another low level Epic. Let's hope we find something a little bit bigger. The RQ66 Holden HSV Club Sport R8 Tourer. I've got to say, first impressions, the car looks absolutely beast. It's such a beautiful picture. 170 top speed, 4.9 and 84 rear wheel drive. Again, not much better than the ultra rares. I suppose we all know that we kind of have to max these lower level epics just to beat the ultra rare cars. So that's actually the last card in the pack there, guys. What do you think of that so far? For me, I'm not going to judge a book by its cover. I kind of did that with Lock to Lock, and I kind of slated it a little bit when I saw the preview. But I've got to say, Lock to Lock is actually one of my favourite updates now. So I'm not going to judge this one. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. What's your favourite car out of all of them? And what are you most excited for? Do you think we're going to get more than just them three brands? Because I've seen so far Holden, Ford and Chrysler. And do you think there is going to be any legendaries? I'm sure there's going to be some legendaries. There's got to be. There's so many other cars out there from Australia. Yeah, so please, guys, if you do like my videos, please do drop a like, smash that subscribe button and continue to follow me for more Top Drive videos. Let's get ramped up for RQ18. No, not RQ18. Update 18. I have no idea when it drops, but I'd presume just after the finals. So yeah, let's do this. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. And I will catch you next time for another Top Drives video. You take care, guys. Bye bye.